All right, the next three tools I think are going to be really helpful when you go to draw your logo for Studio One. And so behind the brush tool, there's actually something called the blob brush tool. And now with this brush tool, you see how big it is? If we use the left bracket and the right brackets, we can actually make it smaller. So I'm going to go ahead and make this smaller. Actually, I'm going to, whoops, I'll just sit here and hold this. I think there's a quicker way to do that. But I'm going to make it smaller. And obviously right bracket makes it bigger. So I'm first of all going to switch it to just a fill here. And I'm just going to draw. Okay, so now when I grab my let's go to my white arrow tool and grab it. Notice now it has all the anchor points all around it. That's very different than if I took and tried to draw a similar thing with, say, the paintbrush or better yet, the pencil. So if I did that with the pencil and I tried to draw this all in, everything that went over itself is still a new stroke, right? This builds it together additively. And so that's really neat. Now, a cool tool behind the pencil tool is the smooth tool. So let's say I wanted to, I got this jankiness here. It's kind of rough, too many anchor points. You can actually draw over the edge with the smooth tool, and it does just what it says. It smooths it out by really taking down the number of, it doesn't do it perfectly, but the number of anchor points that are there. So the less anchor points, the more likely you are to be smooth. Here, if it's sharp, it'll turn it more rounded, right? And we can draw over it a few times to get it to be different. Another cool thing that you can do is use the eraser tool, right? So it is not E on the keyboard. I have to remember where it is behind the scissors here. So Shift E is what it is, right? And this one also works with the left and right brackets to make it bigger or smaller. And so when I have something selected, I can use that eraser and actually just cut something away from that. So see, now it's a whole nother object, or I can just cut into the object, right? So if I wanted to just put it this way, so you see here, I've got this thing going on. So go ahead and play with that for a moment, because those I think are going to become really useful to you as you do your logo.